Greetings, gamers. I looked into the mirror today and realized I'm insecure. So what better way to solve that problem than vicariously living through my perfectly sculpted Final Fantasy XIV character? As a Hero Midlander, I believe myself an expert in determining what is pleasing to the eyes and activates my monkey neurons. Like fucking force crits on heels on warrior with bloodletting and inner release. So I will rate your characters on a scale of whether I'd smooch them on the forehead platonically or not. Starting with me. Heroes. I'm gonna rate Hero Midlander and Highlander separately since fundamentally they're quite literally built different. Starting with Midlanders. Hero Midlanders, despite being humans, are actually quite unique in Final Fantasy XIV. While obviously something that's very normal to us in our yucky real world, is not normal at all in the land of fantasy finales. When most of Limsa Lominsa is dominated by Catgirls, Bunny Girls, and Scalies, the normal human stands out. Also, I have main character syndrome, so I have to feel special, but also stereotypically hero-like. Without any bias at all, Hero Midlanders belong in A. Highlanders are the Chad versions of Midlanders, the big muscle men and women of 14. And listen, I'ma keep this short and sweet. I want a dominant muscle woman. A tier. Elezen are strange for me because I don't necessarily hate their design, but I think Elezen females look like flesh bodysuits worn by 3 Lalafels standing on top of each other. Male Elezen, on the other hand, look really cool. They look all smart and intelligent. You can definitely pull off a banger summoner or scholar glam while playing an Elezen. However, I rarely see Elezen actually try to look like Elezen. Instead, they're like emo biker boys who are a little too old for their cut. Not to mention the rarity of Elezen really proves that it's not that popular of a race. Gonna have to give them a D tier, sorry. I find Miqo'te incredibly overrated, but at the same time, they're one of my favorite races. I think most Miqo'te are nearly identical. It's very possible to pull off a more unique look with them. Also, they're Catgirls, which is just actual anime fan bait. Miqo'te absolutely play games on Steam, which is why their Steam games list is either privated or shamelessly public. And you can just tell just by looking at their adventure portraits. You don't even have to look at their Steam list. Also, Catboy Earwiggle is peak and I ain't even gay. Where is this for the cat girls, Yoshi P? Where is it? Anyways, I'd say Miqo'te are solid B. Oh, Roegadyn. The big hunks of Final Fantasy XIV. I don't think you can go wrong with them. Big muscle women and strong 300-pound bench pressing warriors. Easy S tier, no explanation needed. I'm very torn on Al-Ra. While I love the look of the Al-Ra females, the Al-Ra males are like Scooby-Doo extras with that run animation. Not to mention, they just look mad all the time. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more accurate the male Al-Ra face is. I mean, the Warrior of Light quite literally is the most psychotic character in this game, with literally thousands of documented murders. After a while, you'd think they're just mad all the time. Look at these 2 images, and tell me, who has the higher kill count? This guy. Also, don't ask how I know this, but there's also a very popular ERP venue that's owned by an Al-Ra male who openly roleplays with his kittens in the middle of the venue. I remember one time being at the venue with my friends, and he was having a meltdown in-game over someone talking to his in-game Miqo'te girlfriend. So yeah, roleplaying as a pimp in a virtual game is exactly what you expect from a male Al-Ra. Anyways, on the other hand, I really like Al-Ra females. I think they look all edgy and emo. And while I'm quite the opposite of that aesthetic, I still like the classic goth lady. However, don't mistake me, Dark Knight Al-Ra females are a completely different thing than normal Al-Ra females. Why? Because for some reason, playing as a Dark Knight Al-Ra female with black hair wearing the rebel coat gives you a superiority complex. I think I'll give Al-Ra a solid B for effort. Listen, I ain't gay, which is the second time I've said this in this video, but I don't think Hrothgar that bad. And now with female Hrothgar confirmed, it's even better. I think the idea of a big beefy lion guy swinging around a heavy axe or gunblade is honestly kind of cool. However, in reality, Hrothgars are an isolated culture of gay furries, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you like the idea of Tony the Tiger caressing you by the fireplace, more power to you. But for me personally, I like bunny girls. D tier. Last, and certainly not even close to least, Viera.
For the love of God, please, damn!
I am a Viera enthusiast. I enjoy the supple 1,000-year-old aged red wine that is Viera. I don't know who the f thought of dominant tall bunny girls, but I want whatever they were smoking. That is peak fantasy right there. I don't need to say less, except Yoshi P is ruining them! How dare you, Yoshi of the P? How dare you take away the light spots on Viera noses? Anyways, Viera men are just like thirst trap e-boys for women. They're just a Gojo Satoru, Chozo, Toji Fushiguro of Final Fantasy XIV. The absolute pretty boys. Yeah, I'll just give him an S tier. Anyways, I'm not gonna elaborate further on anything I said because I don't like making my videos longer than like 8 minutes. And also, I want to talk about each race individually in its own video. So when I get to the time, I'll talk more about it. But go on, tell me in the comments, who do you think is the hottest Final Fantasy XIV race? And make sure you go check out my Twitch channel, which is my main stuff. I mostly stream, so go there right now. Go there right now, right now. If you didn't go there, make sure you click on this other video. Clicking on the other video helps me a lot in the algorithm. It does. It's very helpful. You be a little nice fella, and maybe I'll give you a little treat, like a little cookie or something. Comment down below, and I'll like your reply. And okay, bye.